Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with all the news of the Montgomery County Council for this second week in November. We begin this week with a new vision for the town of Burtonsville. Planners have submitted a proposal for the town that envisions a mix of uses in the town center and encourages connectivity. The council has just begun to take a look at the plan, which is aimed at revitalizing Burtonsville's village center.
We're doing all that we can. We know people are very concerned about the fact that when the Giant closed down and moved across the street, what we have is a very, very empty strip mall over there. But I think that the community is really going to like the plan that we've developed on their behalf. So I think Burtonsville is on its way back.
In other news, members of the Council's Transportation and Environment Committee requested an update on the progress of transportation projects serving the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda. As Council President Roger Berliner tells us, at the county and state level, progress is being made.
Our state and our federal partners are working hard with our county, and we are mitigating the impacts of this incredible facility on our traffic situation. And so we're working very closely with our state and federal partners. Our federal partners really came through with a big slug of cash to help us do some transit improvements that are going to be very important in the long term. And we're working on intersections, and we're working with our neighborhoods. Some of our neighborhoods have expressed concerns with respect to some pieces of it, and we're still working with our state highway to make sure that our community's concerns are realized.
Council members continue their work on making the Silver Spring Civic Building more accessible for those who want to use it. Currently, there are many groups that are unable to rent the facility because the fees prevent them from doing so. A $200,000 appropriation was awarded to assist those groups interested in using the facility. And as Councilmember Valerie Irvin tells us, details for an approval process for those groups seeking assistance is underway.
This $200,000 is going to be used to draw down the expenses of community organizations using and getting access to that building. So we're in the middle of the conversation about how it's going to be done. It's in a pilot. So it's a pilot project right now, and so we hope that it works well because we'd like to be able to allocate a little bit more money to it. It's a very, very busy place, and we want to make it easier for people. You know, in the new library that's going to be built downtown Silver Spring, we had a whole floor designed for meeting rooms, and that floor is no longer in the plan. So because of that, we knew that we had to step up to the plate and do all that we could to provide access to that space.
In other committee news, members of Health and Human Services met recently to discuss the needs of the growing senior population in Montgomery County. The county's Commission on Aging has devised a senior agenda that includes recommendations that address most aspects of life and adjustments that need to be made while one ages. Councilmember George Leventhal briefed us on the discussion.
The Montgomery County Commission on Aging did a tremendous job of giving us very thorough and substantive recommendations on senior transportation, which we have a staff member here at the County Council working on adding money to the Housing Initiative Fund to provide more affordable senior housing, which of course we all support. We have to see how the budget works out. On a number of other services that are important to seniors, making sure that seniors are not discriminated against in the workplace, and a wide variety of things. We're not going to be able to do it all at once, but I think there wasn't a single recommendation that the HHS committee disagreed with, and I think we want to identify how we can move these budget priorities. A year ago, Councilmember Navarro did a great job in focusing our attention on programs for young people when we were debating the curfew, and I suggested, and the committee agreed, that we should move a resolution like that, not laying out specific budget numbers, but identifying that these are priorities, these programs, senior transportation, senior housing, recreation programs, daily activities for seniors, exercise, health, fitness. These are things that we would like to emphasize and make a priority in next year's budget.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.